I'm like, whoa, bitch.
All I heard was bottles.
Right.
All I heard was bottles.
Them bottles you got the jingling and carrying on.
Girl, the shit that happens on this show.
Kayla, I was not just looking. I literally wait till Mo put it up there. I
I'm
literally
about to.
Girl, we don't make this up.
No.
Like, none of this stuff is made up, girl. This shit be real. This shit be going on right now.
Right. But you know what? It's funny because sometimes the timing of the shit that we say, I can see why they think that the shit is scripted.
Girl,
but we would have to really rehearse. Wait, let me see.
And we do not have no type of time to rehearse.
Let me get a.
Hold on.
Yeah, clean one.
You can't?
I can. Throw it, baby. You're a man. Ooh. That was mascara.
Yeah. I did move, Leah.
Girl, that shit was funny, girl.
It really was.
Girl, watching the playback of that shit. Oh my God, that shit was funny.
Jerome said my hand was left midair.
Bitch. That shit was funny.
Oh
Jerome sent it to me, bitch. Just said. Girl, this shit is so funny, bitch. Oh my God, I got to put this on my page.
Oh my God, that shit was funny.
I do not ignore Facebook.
Bitch, this shit was so funny.
Comments just come in real fast.
Mo, I'm sending it to you.
Oh no, I got it.
Oh, bitch, listen.
I got it.
Don't bask, bitch. Don't bask.
That shit was funny.
Here we go.
Don't you bask in it, bitch.
You okay, Maddie?
Yeah.
Sound like something in your throat.
You okay? Yeah.
Run it again.
You okay, Maddie?
Yeah.
Sound like something in your throat.
You okay? Yes.
Wait a
I
minute.
didn't hear it. You okay?
Right. Then listen, I want you to run it again. And for those of you who said I didn't, first of all, I wasn't even looking at her. I was down. I was doing something. And then when she fell, I went to jump, but it happened so fast.
It did happen fast. Because I was like,
I didn't know the chair was gonna give out like that, girl.
I was like, oh, something's in your throat. You okay, Maddie?
Right.
I just heard. I was like, oh shit.
Bitch, it was too
Hit
much.
it again.
Too much alcohol, bro.
Too much ass in that seat.
It was.
That part. Man.
You okay, Maddie?
Yeah.
Sound like something in your throat.
You okay? Yes.
Oh God. Oh God. The way the back of this chair toppled over, bitch. Oh my God. Yeah, somebody said Craig gave Beyonce. Like when Michelle fell on 106 in Park, it was
BT, what's up?
right. Okay.
Girl, I got to put this on my motherfucking page.
That shit was crazy.
She looked at her like, bitch, what's your problem?
Okay.
Oh my God.
And Kelly was giving, girl, don't pull me down on the ground. Don't pull me down there with you.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna put the drinks were too strong today.
Bye-bye. So the Terence Howard thing, are we done with that? I ain't never play it.
Yeah, we never play. I sent it to the group.
Girl, these drinks.
Girl, these drinks got us. I asked you, I said, Craig, you want this kind of night tonight? You
right.
you said, girl, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Listen, I asked Craig before we even pulled this up. I said, girl, we could do light. You was like, girl, I'm not doing that Polidor, that Taylor. I'm not doing that Taylor Polidor tonight. And then I said, well, girl, we can do the expensive shit over tonight, girls. We doing it tonight. You said, girl, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And girl, here I go on the side of the damn bar.
Right. Got me feeling loose.
So this is Terence Howard. Sorry. In conversation with
he was on a podcast. Yeah, he was on a podcast.
But he said,
when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Get punked out and pimped out by some over greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
Man, I mean, one of the things you're seeing, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process, I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place. What benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter what.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there, just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in and make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing. And I've lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit because the man card means everything.
Well, he told you faggots.
He damn sure did. And say, bitch, y'all don't send me no script with no goddamn me kissing no other mother.
He ain't goddamn doing it.
I think what's the guy? What's his name that plays Captain America? The new guy that plays Captain America, the black guy. Mackie, I think that's his name.
Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, he said the same. He said the same thing. He just said he doesn't do.
And so did what's his name? Clifton Powell. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. But then the PHAGs, the Popular Holidays Gossipers, went and found some shit he did years ago where he was,
Yeah, Anthony Mackie. Yeah, Anthony Mackie. You said it. Yep.
And here's El Varner. Sorry to give.
But then he said Diddy was trying to. He said Diddy was trying to get.
Who did that? They don't give a fuck. Y'all done made a gif out of her falling out the chair. Girl, send it to me so I can use it.
Let me see.
It just don't hit right with the bottles.
Right.
Bitch, I tore that.
Honey, I thought you were about to cut yourself.
Bitch, I tore that whole area up over there, girl.
You did. I'm glad you're okay.
I'm all right, bitch. Listen.
Man,
I have fought men.
Then she might feel it tomorrow.
Bitch, I have fought men.
Because she is a woman of
Those
a particular age.
Those bottles don't mean a motherfucking thing to me. Bitch.
She may feel it tomorrow, though.
I have fought men.
She is a woman of a particular age.
Of a particular age. And in a particular experience. That just lets you know a gang of bottles don't faze me.
Okay.
No matter what the bottles are.
Bitch.
What else is going on out here in the zeitgeist?
Craig, I can't believe that you didn't really dig deeply into this.
Into the Terence Howard thing?
Yeah, because you did before about those men having those standards, so they don't do this and they don't do that.
I mean, because I think I'm at a place where I don't really care if they don't want to play a gay role. If you'd rather play a gangster, a womanizer, a woman beater, than playing somebody gay, then what does that say about you?
Right.
You can't reconcile playing a gay character because you don't fuck with that or you don't identify with that. But you playing a gangster? You playing a womanizer, a woman abuser? So you can align with that? Is that what you're saying? So like make it make sense. It just doesn't even make sense. So some of this shit I don't even want to participate in terms of conversation. It's not even worth breaking down in conversation because it just doesn't even make sense.
Because you just put that up there, that analogy up there, like so you can see yourself being a thug, a gangster,
right? Because what they always say is, I don't reconcile with that. I'm not with that. Men kissing men, da da da. Okay, but then you're okay with men beating women? Because again, art is supposed to imitate life. So if you're playing a role as a womanizer, da 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 da, then why can't you play the role of someone who is queer?
So Craig, being devil's advocate here, what if these men just don't want there to be etched and burned into their things they're not a faggot?
So what you're saying is you want it to be etched and burned into our brains that you are a gangster, that you're a womanizer?
I was trying to do something, Craig.
I mean,
it seems like I can.
Right.
I tried to but I can't.
Right, because it just doesn't make sense.
Right, because you did do Hustle and Flow.
Right.
Well, I mean, isn't that not like what most men from, isn't that like most, like most men can see themselves in a character like that? Maybe he can't see himself as a homosexual.
Well, that's why I think that
as a homosexual,
the guy who plays on what's the show with Uncle Clifford?
P Valley.
Yes. P-Valley. The guy that Uncle Clifford is in a relationship with. Excuse me, on the
Lil
show.
Murder.
He's straight in real life.
Yeah.
But I think
and so is Jensen Atwood. Don't you do that?
Why Craig look like that though?
As so you couldn't playing a homosexual
for an acting job?
I've played a woman, and I'm not a female.
But you played a woman, and you are a woman.
I am a woman, but I have played a female. We haven't even discussed my gender identity. I just played a female, but I'm not a female.
So they asked you
to play a man?
No, they asked you to be you, but you have a romantic, what do you call it? A romantic relationship with a woman. Which involves the kissing, the sex scene.
Yeah, I do it.
You do it.
Bitch, I'm an actor. Yes. I had to beat a bitch on the show on Beauty and Black. But I will beat a bitch. I'll beat a human. I'll beat a human. Right. Because if they told me that I had to beat one of those other motherfuckers, because I actually wanted to jump on Jules. I wanted to beat Jules' ass. And since we're here, I wanted to beat Jules. In Beauty and Black, I wanted to beat his motherfucking ass.
Because I was about to say you'll beat somebody's ass in real life.
Don't do what? I'm on break.
Dagger is a real person.
Dagger is a real person.
I didn't do anything.
Dagger is a real person, and if I had to beat if they'd have put me in a room with a nigga, say beat that nigga, I'd have did that too.
You the one that said.
Well, I mean, you did kill somebody in You did.
You're gonna tell me don't do it. You the one that said his name. You the one that said Jensen Atwood.
I did.
You gonna tell me don't do that?
And I interviewed him about it.
I don't give a damn what you interviewed him about.
I interviewed him about that, and we talked heavily about that, Craig.
And what happened?
What do you mean?
Okay, so you interviewed him, and what about it?
And he explained. He broke it down for me so eloquently.
I'm listening.
And he said that he's an actor. And he said at first when he got the role, he didn't want to take the role because, of course, he didn't want the imagery of that portrayed upon him. He was like, damn, I'm not going to kiss a man. I kiss a man. And then he said to me, that he said, like, well, he had to go back and challenge his own thought process. Is like, well, damn, are you gay? He said that he had this conversation with himself.
Oh,
like,
he asked himself, like,
yeah, like, are you gay? Like, are you? Like, what about this role would not let you take this role? Like, what about this thing would not let you stand in the space? You are an actor.
Well, what do you guys think about this, especially when it comes to actors? You know, they say a lot of actors when they're actually preparing for a role, they like completely immerse themselves into the role where it starts to be like a second personality. Like, you remember the guy that played
Heath Ledger?
They said he had a, that's what went on with him. So do you think maybe that's what he was struggling with?
Listen, you give me a role that me and a bitch got to be together, me and that bitch together. You give me a motherfucking role and you paying me my motherfucking money to do the role, bitch. Me and that bitch together, and bitch, I'm doing clothes off, and we fucking. I'ma be on top of that bitch saying, ain't damn real nigga ever hit you like this. I talk right to her motherfucking ass and have her motherfucking legs with her heels on in the book, cause I know my dick gonna be soft. I know for sure that I'm gonna have a soft cock during the sex scene. I know for 100% sure that my dick ain't gonna even flinch. For sure, they gonna have to give me a prosthetic. I know this for sure. I want y'all listening to me. The moment that they cast me in a scene and I got a bitch, and me and a bitch that's my gangster boo, I for sure.
But is it true that they really be having sex on some of these scenes?
I mean, hold on.
Like, is it true
Monsters Ball was a thing,
but they weren't really having sex.
I need 30 seconds.
Okay,
because I don't want to fuck up nothing with nobody I got going on.
Hold on.
30 seconds, please. Hurry. I just needed to clear that out.
Right.
I mean,
that's it. We talked about it here.
Right.
But again, if they put me in a motherfucking movie with me and a bitch got to be together, and that bitch tell me that I'm her daddy mama, I got my arms around that bitch waist.
Wait, you heard what? Wait, talking about you heard what?
I'm her daddy mama. I got my arms around that bitch waist. Bitch, and I'm going to get an Emmy, an Oscar, and everything motherfucking else, a Golden Globe, a Tony. And when the sex scene come and I got to drop down and she see these motherfucking orangutan ass titties, she better get over there and suck that titty. Because I can put money down on the floor and guarantee you, bitch, that there will not be a hard dick in there. Not for me.
Oh, so the people filming might have a hard dick.
Because I'm going to perform.
What you gonna do?
I'm going to perform. I'm going to fold that bitch up like an envelope, bitch, mailing over there to the Social Security Administration, bitch, trying to find out where that check at. I'm going to fold that bitch up with her heels on. You got me fucked up. Her heels will be right here, bitch, and I'll be down there gutting her out. Look at that bitch in her eye and say, look at me, bitch. Look at me. Look at me, bitch.
You're supposed to fuck her like you love her, man.
Bitch, I am loving her. I'm fucking her like I like to be fucked. And I'm going to tell her that. Bitch, I'm fucking you like I like to get fucked. Look at me, bitch. Look at me.
They in them comments saying, I never stopped chewing.
Look at me, bitch.
Oh my God.
You like this dick, hoe?
Okay, you really could be acting, bitch.
You like this dick? Look at me.
Your Oscar movie
Look
right
at
there.
me, bitch. Say my name. And whatever name they be, and it better be a female name. And if it ain't, bitch, if they name me Roy in the movie, bitch, call me Roy. Scream Roy, bitch. Scream Roy.
Oh my goodness, really, Maddie?
You fucking right.
That is too much.
You motherfucking right. Cause when I go out there and buy me that new house, I don't give a fuck what them people think about me out there. When I go out there and buy me that those new lands, bitch, I don't give a fuck about that. I know in that room that ain't nothing. There was, and I would get up. Listen, when I had to kill those bitches on Hush, I had to kill a lot of bitches on Hush.
You did.
I killed,
especially that nigga in the bathroom.
I killed a lot of bitches, and I beat bitches with bats and shit. I did a lot of shit on Hush. After when they yelled cut, I said, "Are you okay? Hey, are you fine?"
Right.
When we were practicing on motherfucking Beauty in Black, and I had to beat bitches' ass, I said, "Hey, girl, now listen. I want you to know, I don't mean any of this." And when they said action, and I had to throw that bitch over there, bitch, I was with it all. Shit. Come on.